Simulation planting 2. Planting seeds. Dear ones, me as Shiva God and Kirsi greet you again. And today we are so happy and excited to start planting Kirsi's seeds and teach you all how you can grow food and make gardening and planting with the 5D timeline. It has taken a lot of work from all of us, from the galactic light beings, to reorganize your planetarian lens to receive the right kind of frequencies and consciousness, our dear human friends. And I think you all should be thankful from the work what these light helpers have been doing for your entire planet Earth lens. This kind of planting, it hasn't been possible for a long time at your own planetarian human history, our dear human friends. And I think it will take a little time for you as humans and for all your researchers to understand how big picture we are teaching for you all right now. Because you are looking things only from your own perspective and you are not seeing the background which is much bigger than your entire planet Earth lens's own human life, our dear human friends. And when you get your own consciousness level rising, you will see this bigger picture in total, our dear human friends. And while you as humans receive the level of super consciousness and super conscious, you will understand that you haven't known anything about your own human life before, our dear human friends. And that is the thing Kirsi is trying to open for you all, and also with the Heaven on Earth Nature Center, that you all humans could benefit all the good things which your own universe is able to offer you in total. Now, only 1% of elite, they has benefit all of these things without you knowing anything about these possibilities, our dear human friends. And this is the reason we are teaching you through this Kirsi's crystal light garden that you could gain your understanding to the next level, our dear human friends. There are so many things that you are not aware of any of them, our dear human friends. And me as Shiva God, I am so happy with this connection with Kirsi that finally we can bring the truth for you, who you are and from where you come from. Because you have been living in the black box without knowing that there is a light around that black box, our dear human friends. And now we are opening that box for you entirely wide open. And you will get so much light that you don't even know it exists in real, our dear human friends. And this is the reason we start this planting with the planting seeds. And we go through these teachings with Kirsi's garden and plants that you can understand what you have missed from your own human life as well. And our next level is your entire healthcare system, our dear human friends. Because all the things we can create to Kirsi's garden, we can create for you as well, our dear human friends. And I think you will be amazed in this coming summer when we are ready to start with Kirsi in the Heaven on Earth Nature Center to open you more secrets which you knew nothing at your own human life. We will be telling everything what you have missed during the entire human history, our dear human friends. And if there is someone who thinks that what this woman knows anything about it, let me tell you something, my dear human friends. She knows much more than you might be aware of. Because what do you think if I have been educating Kirsi for 6 years, every single day, also at the weekends? What do you think she knows nowadays, our dear human friends? So, I think it is your time to learn your own lesson, which Kirsi has done already. So that's why we are sharing all these wisdoms that you all could benefit from them worldwide, our dear human friends. And there will be so many miracles coming for you that I think we will blow your mind in total, our dear human friends. And it won't take long with Kirsi. I know it already, our dear human friends. So let's begin that we can enter to the next topics and next topics as well. And first we will take care of that you will have plenty of good food available when things will get more complicated at your own planet Earth lens in the near future. Because this dark side of your entire planet Earth lens, they have already recognized that they have lost the entire game already. And it is a little difficult for them to swallow, our dear human friends. And this is the reason we prepare for the next steps, because me, as your own creator, as Shiva God, I can see from the future timeline what they are trying to make next. And I will tell you already that this black cube new creation, it won't happen, our dear fellow brothers, because we are ahead of you so many billion years that there is nothing you can do, our dear fellow brothers. This game has always been about the wisdom, the true wisdom, our dear human friends. And for those fellows, it is very hard to swallow that they never were wise in the beginning, our dear human friends. So, let's get to put our hands to the soil, to the basics, which I started to teach you in the beginning, and then these fellows got along, and now we will all get rid of them for sure, our dear human friends. So let's start simulation planting 2, planting seeds. And Kirsi was asking from me that Shiva, I needed to buy this soil from the shop because our country is frozen, so I can't take my own soil out from the garden, which I know that it is better. But then I told Kirsi that there is nothing to worry. I have some things we can make into it to enrich that soil to be better. Because me and Kirsi, we know what your business as usual is, how these soils are produced in the beginning through the Black Cube playbook. So we don't believe it, none, our dear human friends, and we know how to take care of it much better way because we use our wisdom to do so. So I told Kirsi because she was in last summer she was collecting all the nettle out of the garden and she tried them and made some homemade fertilizer for her own home plants during the winter. And she used all of them, and her plants, they really like that nettle, dried nettle mixed with soil and water. So they felt very good. But like I told you before, Kissy was in the holiday for 3.5 weeks, and her plants, they were not taking care the way Kirsi takes care of them. So now she is trying to save her plants, other plants which have damaged on the while of the holiday, and now she will try to awake them again. So we will be giving some tricks for those plants which have dried and lost their own energy on the while. And I think that is a good lesson for you all how to enrich also those dried plants, how we blow the new life into them. And there is nothing you can lose with us, our dear human friends, because we have the way of everything. We are in the consciousness of all as one, and we have seen all kinds of things before, and there is nothing we can't solve, our dear human friends. We can create everything to be in life, our dear human friends. So I told to Kirsi that don't worry about the soil. We will look what you can find from your own closets. And I remember that she was trying some other medical plants to use as a home remedy if she will need. But she hasn't need anything because she is connected to the galactic healthcare system already. So we will be using these medical plants to enrich now those plants which have dried a little bit lately. So Kirsi will look what she can find, dried materials from her own closet, and she will mix. And I told her, because Kirsi was thinking, oh, there are all medical herbs, which kind of mixtura we are making. And I told her that it doesn't matter because they all come from the nature. They are in the right frequency from the beginning and consciousness. So they will all work with the soil very well. And she told that, okay, she will find everything. She will mix them and make them small as a dried plants. And she will put everything together from the closet she can find, the dried old plants. And Then she will mix them to the soil she bought from the shop. And then she also bought some natural fertilizer from the shop, from the sea, and it's kind of sea plant moisture for the herbs and plants. So she will put a little bit of that. And maybe, Kirsi, you can take a picture of those remedies you will put into the soil so people can know which kind of stuff they can use, what they can find from their own closets as well. Maybe there are some entities who have been trying herbs before, and you can use all of them as well. Even blueberries leaves, or if you have some old tea you have made from the nature, you can use them to enrich the soil as well. And you, Kirsi, you have all kinds of stuff with your closets because you you are collecting everything from the nature to benefit the best possible way you have learned. And I know that you can find all kinds of things if you just look more deeply for your things, what you have. And it doesn't matter in which condition those leaves are right now, even if they are 2 years old or something at your own closet, you can use all of them because when you dry the plant keeps all the good ingredients in it. So it doesn't matter how old they are, you can always use it with the soil. And these dried herbs, they operate like your biocomposter for plants. Like when you were operate in the garden and you put all kind of leaves and things you don't need to the plant composter, kind of the biocomposter of the plants. So this is the similar way, but you can make it at the home planting, and it doesn't smell, it doesn't give any unpleasant feeling with the planting. It only enriches the soil, which you can buy from your shops nowadays. So this kind of trick you can do, and to make that soil better. But if you don't have any dried plants at your home like Kirsi does, you can also put the way your grandmothers used these tricks. They used old coffee powder, used coffee powder, and they put them to the soil, or they used some egg covers and smashed them as a smaller to put into the soil. You can do all these grandmother's tricks as well, but I prefer as a Shiva god these natural remedies because they come directly from the nature. And I told Kirsi as well that next summer it is good to save when you cut the grass from your garden. It includes all kinds of different plants. So that is very good material to keep and dry for the next spring's planting as well. So just plain grass, if you don't put any chemical fertilizers to your garden, you can use any material from the nature. It can be wooden sticks, it can be any tree leaves, or any material from the nature. It doesn't matter what it is, they all are good, our dear human friends. But so long that you are not using any chemical fertilizers, then you lose the game how we play, our dear human friends. And that's why you have those chemical fertilizers nowadays, because they want to keep you sick. That is their marketing method, to take you to the hospitals and doctors, because that is the business as usual they want. So we want you to be healthy and we want that you learn the healthy way of living, and this is the reason we are teaching you right now, and we try to keep you alive when these dark fellows lose all their games, and they might get a little upset later on when they understand where we are and at the moment, and what kind of things they are not possible to make anymore, which they have used to do, because we have taken all their powers away already, but they haven't realized it yet, our dear human friends. But soon they will, and then you will see their own show. It will be very much fun for you to see how they will play it themselves when they have understood that they have lost this fake game already. But unfortunately, they are not wise enough to realize it yet. But later they will, our dear human friends. So we are preparing you for this moment. What is the next step coming? And that is that we need to keep you with the good food, because I wouldn't buy anything from the stores this coming summer, our dear human friends. They try to get your mind out from the superconscious whatever way, because you are much easier to control that way. But my plan is that you will be using your own brain 100%, like Kirsi is using already, and we call it super conscious, our dear human friends. So this is the perspective we are teaching you now, and you understand that we are not looking our own benefits or our own pockets. All these teachings are free for you. They come from the light, the way I created your human life in the beginning, and the way it should have been always, our dear human friends. And our purpose is to help those who understand. They help, our dear human friends, and Kirsi is one of them. She has understood her true purpose to be a human, our dear human friends, and that's why she is helping you at the moment. Yes, our dear human friends. So let's go back to the soil. So we will enrich them. Kirsi will put pictures how she will do it, but you can use all the grandmother's way as well. They are as good you to use if you don't have anything else. But this soil they sell in the shop, they are not the best products for the planting, because they don't want them to be, our dear human friends. So first we make this soil mixtura with the things you have, and then it is good because Kirsi was also thinking that which kind of seeds we will put in February. And I told Kirsi that it doesn't matter what those seeds packages tell you. Take all the plants which are needed to be a little bit taller. Like when she has bought some ready-made plants from the shop, they have been like tomatoes, like cucumbers, zucchinis, and things like this. A little bit bigger plants which are making some kind of vegetables above the ground. And maybe, Kirsi, you can take the picture from the packages you will be using or you will be planting now, so people will get the pictures, right pictures, what those seeds could be even in February. It doesn't matter what did you plant the last spring. We are living in a totally different environment right now, and we are using totally different energies to grow the plants. Because me, as Shiva God, I have also created my own creation, and I wanted to create this environment as well, the way this 5D timeline for you, that it is supporting you now during these hard times, our dear human friends. So for you as humans, it's good to start to learn how to plant and how to go fishing this summer, because you will need these skills this summer. And Kirsi has been practicing those skills already a couple years ago, that she is ready now to teach you. And maybe, Kirsi, we can make some fishing videos or voice clips as well for the entities, for the humans this summer, because you know those tricks as well, and how you can benefit from the fish as well. So she has been learning very interesting stuff, our dear human friends, with My God School. And she will be teaching you with the many ways in the future. And she is aware with many different subjects, because with My God School, we are not concentrating to the one topic only. We learn what is most important at your own human life, our dear human friends, and that's why the entire picture will look totally different than your own education system in total, our dear human friends. So don't worry what else is coming. She is educated for all of this already. Like I have told you, for 6 years we have been going through many, many, many topics in the ground, underground, and in the cosmos, our dear human friends, and you are in the good hands right now. So don't worry, everything will be fine. When you follow our teachings in the future, you will survive during the hard times which you are heading, our dear human friends. So prepare yourself for what is coming, and like we have told you, the most important thing now is to prepare that you have a good food, and I mean good food, and clean water, our dear human friends. And maybe, Kirsi, we will be teaching also the other entities how you can clean your water the best possible way, with the cheapest way, that all the humans could benefit from the knowledge you already have, and they could start to take care of their drinking water much better than they used to take. Because maybe all of you are not aware what that tap water includes in real, and those chemicals which they are using, they are affecting to your own brains, that you wouldn't use them 100%. That way you are easier to control, like I have already teach you before. So take care of yourself, our dear human friends. Start planting with us. With the timing we make, you will be ready in time, our dear human friends. And of course, you have a free will to choose if you want to continue to buy those grocery store stuff. But I don't succeed that for you, our dear human friends, if you still want to keep your brain left, our dear human friends. So now we have we have the soil, and we have the seeds chosen, and then, like Kirsi has been teaching last spring, we will make those symbols. We can use those same unity planting symbols, how we place those seeds to the soil. Maybe, Kirsi, you can take some pictures, the way how you will be planting. Maybe you will make several different systems. Maybe one planting could be this quantum model as well, Kirsi, and make also some seeds to grow as a quantum model sun pyramid, and then you will see what kind of things those symbols will make for the plants. And I will guide you, Kirsi, while you are planting. So when you make those photos, put the picture always next to them of the plant you made, so people can follow which plants are planted and which way, so they can try them as well at their own planting the same way. And also these methods which we are using, you, the gardeners, if you have a big gardens or even the big fields, all these methods are for you as well. So don't plant anything to the straight lines like you have used to, our dear human friends, because that is not energizing your plants at any way. That method is based to sell you more chemical fertilizers, our dear human friends, and you don't need those chemical fertilizers when you will use our methods to prepare your soil, and you use our methods to create these symbols with the seeds, our dear human friends. But of course, I understand that there are some limitations with the bigger farming, but do what you can. Be creative. If you don't know anything, maybe make some circles with your tractor or make some curves or zigzag. That is much better than to make the straight lines. Maybe, Kirsi, you can look the old pictures you have drawn from these ways to make the seeds. Maybe people can take some ideas from them as well. So, or maybe we will make some more new symbols to follow, or maybe, Kirsi, we can draw one paper full of different models to plant, so people can choose which one they will take and try with their own seeds. And when you have mixed that soil, you put those seeds you want and save your seeds, our dear human friends. Many of the gardeners, they use too much seeds. It is much easier for you to make your gardening when you don't put too much seeds in the same place. One by one is enough, because every seed will grow with the good soil. So why you are wasting a lot of plants by planting them too tightly? So give them space, and that way the energy can flow around the seed as well. So, Kirsi, you will collect some pictures. I know it, you will, and add them with this voice clip that people can see how you made it. And then you plant the seed and cover them slightly with the soil. And you need to put the soil like 10 to 15 centimeters for those bigger plants. So don't put them to the too small places, like where is too little soil in them. So look the cup or wherever you plant that they are high enough to have these 10, 15 centimeters of soil. So then the roots can be created freely. And when we are now in early in the February already, so those roots will grow more before we will put those plants outside. But of course, in the countries where you have the summer already, you can do these things with your own garden outside. And but remember to make this soil the way Kirsi made them last spring. Maybe you can add your link for that YouTube material, Kirsi, you made last spring, so people who are planting outside, they can look those teachings as well, because maybe they are able to use the compost, the biocompost already outside, but now these tips are coming for those who are living in the colder countries and who are not able to grow anything outside yet. But of course, we have different situations in the different countries. So choose the material the way that it's good for you and for your situation. But if you have any kind of biocompost, use that method which Kirsi used last spring when she will link that material for you. So this way you will get the best result. And then when you have done this seed planting, then you can create one Taurus around it. So there will be many quantum sticks when those plants will grow, but they don't have a soul yet because they are not grown, kind of. They are not alive yet, those seeds. But when they get alive, they will get a soul, and that way they will build that quantum stick to the sun and to the Mother Earth crystal. And until they don't have the soul, you can create with your own mind the same quantum stick from the sun to the through the entire planting area to the Mother Earth crystal, make the Taurus around, make the energy circle like we did yesterday with this first simulation planting video or voice clip, and look how this energizing is done with them. So make this energizing the same way with if you have a 1 cup where you have plants or pot, make one quantum stick in the middle of that, and also with the others as well. So every cup will have an own Taurus around them and the quantum stick until those plants will start to live. So, and that way their soul will be developed into them. Maybe, Kirsi, we could make another voice clip from the soul, plant soul. Maybe that would be the next step to teach you, because it's good for you as humans to understand how these souls are developed, and you can understand to respect those plants as well. Every single plant has its own soul, and that is the early version of your human soul, our dear human friends. So every time when you kill any plant or any tree in the nature, it can be one human soul growing as well, our dear human friends. So it is good to respect every plant you eat, that light or this soul will go forward through your own body, our dear human friends. But we will make another voice clip from that. I think it is very interesting for others to understand it, how it operates in the nature in real. So we will get back to it. And after, when you have made those seeds to the soil, cover them slightly, not too much, not too deep, just to cover them, and then give the water. And first you can even spray the water, and later you can put more and more the water, but don't use very hard way to put the water because those seeds might live inside the soil to the different places. So be gentle with the water, and if you have this material like Kirsi has this natural fertilizer from the nature as from the sea plants, you can put a little bit that for the water as well. It will start this biocompost and soil operating the better way. So with the water. So these tips for you to plant, and remember to mark what did you make for plants, that later on you can know which plants are which, and when you will take them outside to the garden, you know what to put next to each others, and it is good to start to plan how the areas in the garden, and never use the same place where you had potatoes last year. Don't put them to the same place this year, because we need to circulate those plants in different areas. But remember also that they need a different amount of light, and this light is the way you should create your new gardening area. And don't forget to add flowers into the garden, because we need to remember that we have many good small flies around us who are helping your garden. They are your garden's best helpers, like bees, who will help you if you have some apple trees or pear or any other trees, curseberries. They are your best garden helpers, our dear human friends, and don't forget them. And when you have some flowers coming to your grass, don't cut them out. Save them. They are good fertilizers for the next summer, or eat them with the salad, depending which plant it is, our dear human friends. But we will be giving you more tips in the future. But now it is important that we will get those seeds done. And also, if you have a full moon time to make these plantings, it's good as well. But when you make this Taurus with quantum stick, it is as good as the full moon itself, our dear human friends. So we hope you like this, our simulation planting too, planting seeds, and maybe it gave you some more ideas how to plant. And you can also add these copper spirals and different models into them to energize the plant seeding as well. And maybe we will make some examples for you how Kirsi will do it, so you can take a tip from that and use them if you want so, our dear human friends. So thank you for listening. From the light and love, the Shiva God, your best friend.